Do you have suggestions on how to accept uncertainty with POCD, pedophilic themes? My fears include the worry that the thoughts excite me and that I'm what I fear most, a monster, even after having the diagnosis of OCD. Well, uncertainty is something all of us experience every day. Jamie or Bonnie, do either of you live in 100% certainty about anything in your life whatsoever?
I wished I did.
Okay, so we have a no from Bonnie. How about you, Jamie? Anything you're 100% absolutely certain about?
No.
No, okay. I have nothing either. In fact, every time I drive, I don't even have the certainty that I'm going to be arriving where I'm driving to. I could get in an accident. I could get a flat tire. I could have a heart attack and just die while driving. All of those things are possible. So how do we deal with the lack of certainty becomes the issue, right? What are your thoughts?
I think, yeah, like the fear of being something that I fear about, for example, being a bad person, affecting other people badly, or also I have a lot of OCD attached to environmentalism, like what if I throw this away and then I'm going to destroy the earth and something like that. And then because like there is no way I can not affect someone negatively in whatsoever, and also there's no way I can not affect the earth in certain ways. So I had to also kind of accept the fact that it is going to happen to some degree, but that it's also my interpretation of like, it's so bad or something like that. It makes me a monster or something like that. So there's definitely a part of accepting the uncertainty, but also like not interpreting in a way that my OCD tells me to, like doing certain things that has nothing to do with my moral values, but then my OCD would tell me like, oh, you're such a bad person. But then trying to drop the thought whenever I hear those thoughts.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bonnie, please.
I was just going to say too, I think too, when we say like we're scared of uncertainty, what we're really saying is I'm scared something really bad is going to happen. So sometimes it helps just to write down like what we call the worst case scenario and write down the worst possible thing and exaggerate that could happen. And really just allow those feelings to feel those feelings and sit with them. And sometimes when people realize where that leads them, they're like, wait, I'm scared to go to the Dunkin' Donuts because I might be abandoned or whatever it is that it turns out that the worst case scenario is. Or whatever it may be, oh, I might go to the grocery store and infect 1 million people with COVID and their deaths are going to be my fault. It's like, sometimes when we realize what the exaggerated stories that our fears tell us, then we could kind of look at it from a different perspective instead of just saying, oh, I'm scared of the uncertainty.
Yeah. Yeah, uncertainty is just so very rough for so many people. And yet I would say the hallmark of all the therapy that we do is working on accepting uncertainty, living with doubt, and knowing that we can handle it. We can function even though we have it. Also, the fact that I may accept uncertainty in 99.9% of my life, but now I have a disorder that says, in this one area, though, you have to have certainty. So it's fine to be uncertain everywhere else, but it's not fine to be uncertain here. Here, you have to have certainty in order to be okay.